Hey everybody, so the Edmonton Oilers lost again last night 3-2 to Pittsburgh, and I am officially starting to get worried. This was a team that was supposed to be a Stanley Cup contender, a President's Trophy contender, a playoff team for sure, one of the best in the league, and they have not been even close to that so far. They've fallen now to 3-7-1, and they're starting to dig a pretty big hole to try and get out of. Now, in their defense, they've had a pretty tough schedule, but still, they need to win games. When teams like Buffalo, Montreal, and New York got down in the 3-7-1 range, I said their seasons were over. That was too big of a hole to climb out of. I don't want to pull that card on Edmonton yet because Edmonton is a much better team than any of those three. But they're getting to the point where the hole is getting deep, and you can't, Edmonton's a team that can rip off 8, 9, 10 in a row, and that's the only reason that they still have a chance to pull themselves out of this. Because at this point, they need to win like 5 in a row just to get back above 500, and that would just get them to 8-7-1. So they need to rip off a long winning streak at some point to really get back on track. I'm not ready to say that it's over for them because I think they're too good. They have too much offensive firepower. They're too good defensively. Cam Talbot's too good of a goalie. They have the pieces in place to pull themselves out of this where teams like Buffalo, Montreal, and New York don't. Those were three teams that I think have no chance of ripping off 8, 9, 10 in a row. It's just not going to happen. They're not good enough. Edmonton can, which is the only reason that their season's not over yet. But they need to do it fast. They cannot keep digging themselves this hole. 3-7-1 is not a good record. They need to get back. The first step needs to be to get back to 500 and then go from there. But they need to get back to 500 relatively quickly. If we get to Thanksgiving and they're still below 500, they are in big, big trouble. Big trouble, like missing the playoffs kind of trouble. But I don't think it's good. I'm still not ready to give up on this team. I don't think it's going to happen. I think they turn it around and pull it out. This team is too good not to. But if you're a good team and you sit around, after the first month or so you're hovering around 500, that's fine because all it takes is one streak and then you're back to the top of your division again. But when you are this far under 500 at 3-7-1, you're starting to get into trouble range, and that's where Edmonton is right now. And I'm starting to get worried. These next 10 games are huge. They need to go like 7-3 over the next 10 at worst, preferably like 8-2 or 9-1, just to get back into where Edmonton should be. But these next 10 games are absolutely huge for them. So that's just what I think. I'm really starting to get worried about Edmonton, but I'm not ready to give up on them yet. I've given up on the Rangers and Canadiens, Sabres, Coyotes, obviously. I'm not ready to give up on the Oilers just yet. These next 10 games are absolutely huge. I'm willing to bet that 10 games from now for the Oilers, we will know if they're going to absolutely flop this season or if they're going to fight their way back and be the team that we all thought they would. So like, comment, share, subscribe, spread the word. We want this channel to grow. Thank you very much for watching. Talk to you guys soon.